There is a statement Jesus made that most people have heard, but very few have actually sat with long enough to let it land. He did not say you could be a light. He did not say you should try to be a light. He looked at ordinary people, fishermen, laborers, people with complicated pasts and uncertain futures, and said, "You are the light of the world." Present tense, not a goal, not a potential, a declaration. Matthew 5:14-16, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Today we are going to understand what Jesus actually meant when he said this, who he was talking to, what light means in this context, and what it looks like to live like someone who actually believes it. Matthew 5 is the beginning of what is known as the Sermon on the Mount. Jesus has just gone up a hillside and sat down, which in that culture was the posture of a teacher about to say something important. And the crowd that gathered was not a crowd of religious elites. These were regular people, struggling people, people who had been told their whole lives that they were not enough, not holy enough, not important enough to matter to our Father. And Jesus opens his mouth and starts describing who is actually blessed: the poor in spirit, those who mourn, the meek, the hungry, the persecuted. He is taking everything the world said about who matters and flipping it completely. And then he looks at these same people, these ordinary, overlooked, complicated human beings, and says, "You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world," not the religious leaders, not the powerful. You right here, as you are. That is the context. And it matters because it means this was never a statement reserved for the extraordinary. It was spoken directly to the ordinary. Light in Scripture is never a passive thing. Light does not ask permission to illuminate a room. It does not wait until conditions are perfect. You put it in a dark space, and it does what light does. It pushes the darkness back simply by being present. That is what Jesus is saying about you. Your presence in a room, in a workplace, in a family, in a neighborhood, it carries something. Not because of your personality or your giftedness or how well you have everything together, but because of whose you are. Because our Father lives in you, and that changes the atmosphere around you in ways you may not even be aware of. Think about people in your life who carry that quality. You know the ones. You walk away from a conversation with them feeling lighter, more hopeful, more clear. There is something about their presence that shifts the room. They are not performing it. It just flows from who they are. That is light. And Jesus says, that is you. Now look at what he says next. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. You do not have to announce a city on a hill. You do not have to market it or draw attention to it. Its position makes it visible. Its height does the work. And then the lamp. Nobody lights a lamp and hides it under a bowl. That would defeat the entire purpose. You light a lamp because you want the room to be lit. You put it on a stand so it reaches as far as possible. Jesus is making a practical, almost logical point. Light is meant to be seen. Not for the sake of being seen, but because that is how it fulfills its purpose. A hidden light helps no one. A lamp under a bowl is a wasted lamp. And he is saying, do not hide what our Father has put in you. Here is where a lot of people get stuck. They read Matthew 5:14 and feel the weight of it, but do not know what to do with it practically. They wonder, what does my light even look like? How do I know if it is shining or hidden? Verse 16 gives the answer, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven. The light is not a feeling. It is not a spiritual glow that people can see around your head. It is your actions, your choices, the way you treat people, the way you show up, the way you respond to difficulty, the way you love. Good deeds here does not mean grand gestures. It means the consistent, daily, sometimes unglamorous choices to reflect our Father's character in the spaces you already occupy. Patience with a difficult coworker, generosity when no one is watching, kindness to someone who cannot do anything for you in return. Integrity when cutting corners would be easier. That is light, simple, steady, consistent light. Notice the result Jesus points to. Not that people will praise you, not that you will build a platform or a reputation, that they will glorify your Father in heaven. The light is not about you being noticed. It is about our Father being seen through you. You are the lamp. He is the flame. And when people encounter the warmth and clarity your life carries, the goal is that they look past you and see Him. That reframes everything. You are not trying to impress anyone. You are not performing. You are simply living so closely connected to our Father that His character naturally shows through the cracks of your ordinary life. That is the most powerful witness there is. Not the loudest one, not the most polished one, just a life that is so genuinely shaped by love, integrity, and faith that people cannot help but wonder what is different about you. Now let's talk about the bowl, because Jesus specifically mentions it. Nobody hides a lamp under a bowl, but He would not mention it if people were not tempted to do exactly that. What are the bowls in your life? What is covering the light? Fear is a bowl. The fear of what people will think, the fear of being too much or not enough, the fear of standing out in a way that makes you vulnerable. Fear tells you to stay small, stay quiet, stay hidden, and a life lived under the bowl of fear is a life that never fully fulfills the purpose Jesus is describing here. Shame is a bowl, the weight of past mistakes, the feeling that you are disqualified, the voice that says your light is too dim to matter or too damaged to be useful. But shame was never from our Father. Jesus said, "You are the light, not you were before you made mistakes." The declaration stands regardless of your history, and comfort can be a bowl. When faith becomes purely personal, something private between you and our Father that never touches the world around you, the lamp is on, but no one is benefiting from it. Our Father never designed your faith to be purely internal. It was always meant to reach outward. Here is what I want you to carry with you today. Jesus did not suggest that you might have some light in you if you try hard enough. He declared it. You are the light of the world. That is your identity in Him, not something you earn, not something you achieve, not something reserved for the especially spiritual or the publicly gifted. You. In your neighborhood, in your home, at your job, in the conversations you're already having. You carry something that this world needs. And our Father placed you exactly where you are, not by accident, but because that specific space needs the specific light that only you carry. Stop waiting to be brighter before you shine. Stop waiting to have it more together before you let people see what our Father has done in your life. The lamp does not need to be perfect to light a room. It just needs to be on the stand. Get off the bowl. Get on the stand. And let our Father do what He has always intended to do. Reach the people around you through the light He placed in you. You are the light of the world. Live like it.